Welcome to 123 Minimize with Jody and Linnea, the podcast where we discuss easy minimalism for busy moms. Whether you're a new mom in need of practical decluttering tips or an experienced parent seeking simplified routines, you've come to the right place. I'm Jody, wife and full-time working mom of 4. In 2017, I founded the Minimalist Mom Facebook group, now with over 270,000 members. My passion is creating a simple, healthy, and happy home where my family can thrive.
I'm Linnea, a homeschooling mom of 4. In 2021, my family and I sold our house, downsized to a 36-foot travel trailer RV, and embraced minimalism. Living with less has been liberating, and I'm thrilled to share tips and experiences to help you simplify your life. Whether you're sitting down, getting stuff done, or lacing up your walking shoes, welcome to the 123 Minimize podcast.
Thanks for joining us. Today we'll be discussing the process of finding your why in minimalism. So I have a question for you, Linnea. What is your why for minimalism?
Well, as you know, my family and I sold our house and got rid of most of our things and moved into an RV. And our why for that was that we wanted to travel the country with our kids as a part of their homeschooling so that we could experience learning together with them and have quality time before they got into their teen years and started being more involved outside of the home.
Yeah, that's wonderful. So we can declutter all day long, but if we don't know why we're doing it, it is hard to stick to it.
Yeah.
If you know what your why is and why you became interested in minimalism, let us know.
Yeah.
Some common reasons for getting into minimalism are less clutter and stress. That's a big one for me.
Yep.
More money in your savings account. That's a wonderful side one for me. And for other people, it's a reduced impact on the environment.
Or having more time to do the things that you want to do with your time. A lot of people really want to spend more time with their family and less time cleaning. Absolutely.
Time is something that we all have a limited amount of, and we can't purchase it.
Yep.
We can't get it back later. It's just passing. You can declutter all the time, and you can actually spend all your time decluttering. But if you don't know why you're doing it, it'll be hard to get real progress and stick to it. And so you'll almost be in this cycle of decluttering and then purchasing.
Right. So earlier this year, we were talking about this exact thing because statistics show that 91% of people never complete their New Year's resolutions, like we talked about earlier this year. And so that's why it is so important to really know why this is important to you. Otherwise, you will become one of those 91%.
Absolutely. So ask yourself these questions. What is the ultimate life that you want to create for yourself and your family? What kind of person do you want to be? Whether that's wife, partner, friend, daughter, mom, whatever. What do you want to be in your life? And what kind of environment do you want your kids to be raised in? So sit down if you have a minute and just punch it into your phone in the notes app or in a notebook or something to get down on paper why you want this. Why do you want minimalism in your life? And after you do that, think about what are the hindrances to the above answers that are in your life that you can control. Like you can't control somebody else, but you can control, for the most part, what you do with your time, your free time. Like feeling overwhelmed, not knowing where to start, not sure what you can do to make things better. These are things that you have the power to change. You can plan some devoted time to work on decluttering or sit down, make a budget or a meal plan, brainstorm how to involve your family in the process, maybe block 30 minutes a day or get a sitter for half of a Saturday and find which projects you can work on at night when the kids are in bed or even 30 minutes in the morning. You can control some parts of your day. And being really purposeful and having why you're doing something and how you're going to get it done written out can be incredibly helpful to make great progress.
Right. Have you ever been working on a goal or a dream? let's say you sign up for a race and you're about to train for it, and you wake up in the morning and it's your slot of time to go for a run and you just don't feel like it. Yes. Have you ever had the thought offered to you, like, it won't really matter if I don't do it today?
Yep.
That is, in those moments, that's when it's important to have your why written out. So you can look at it and say, it is important because, and read your why to yourself. Remind yourself why it is important to you. Because really, you want to make the decisions that are leading you towards the life that you actually want, not just what you feel like in that moment.
Right.
So if it is a race, you might not feel like doing it in that moment, but the truth is you really do want to do well at your race, or you do really want to go and do that race. So it's the same with the goals you have with minimalism. Maybe you're having financial goals and you guys are saving for a family vacation or something like that. And so you might get that thought, you're looking at your Amazon cart, there's something you want in there, and you might think, it doesn't really matter if I buy this one thing.
Right.
But if you can look at your why in that moment and remind yourself, oh, that's right. It does actually matter to me, and I will be happier with myself if I stick to my why and make that decision not to buy that item that I really don't need because I'm going to be able to put that money towards our vacation.
Right. So if you feel like you're getting stopped mentally with achieving your goals and you have your why, then it's a good idea to look at what's been stopping you from making changes in those areas. So some of it could be like a belief that achieving this goal will take a huge chunk of your time. Or when it comes to financial goals, scarcity mindset, like what will happen? What if I need this later, but I don't have the money to get it? Or scarcity mindset with time. I don't have enough time.
Right.
I can't go on the run. I can't clean out the closet. All that stuff. So writing down what's stopping you in the past can be very helpful because you can use the finding your why concept that we're talking about anywhere in your life.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
Yep.
Also writing down what will you gain by simplifying. So specifically talking about minimalism, what will you gain by simplifying your house and life? Will it afford you more time or peace, save money, help the environment? How will your family benefit? So for us, less time cleaning, huge. I get time back. I get a little bit of energy back, right? Less mental clutter has been very helpful for my personality, enjoying the space that I live in. If everything has a place, it's easy for me to just relax.
And for us, it's we've gained being able to travel around the country and experience new things together. And it's been a wild adventure that's been something that we'll all remember forever.
Oh, yeah. That will be quite the story for your kids to grow up. And I've actually met adults that have had that story.
Really?
Of like, their parents bought a school bus and they did it and they lived in there. And it's interesting, because it's not something that everybody does. Yeah. Another huge benefit I found is it's easier to find things and it's easier to maintain and keep stuff clean.
Yeah.
So when I have less stuff and we're heading out the door, and I can't find something. Usually I find it pretty quickly because it's not a lot to dig through. And so that's been helpful a lot.
Well, and for me, it's not only about the time spent cleaning or maintaining, but it's also the feel of a room. Visual clutter just really throws me into a tizzy. If I'm in a room that is just overwhelming, like I have a hard time just like sitting still or even thinking clearly. It's somehow just seeing that just makes me feel anxious. And even in our RV, I mean, especially in the RV, because any little thing that's out of place, it's in our way.
Right.
And so I'm constantly always finding ways to reduce the visual clutter in our space so that we can just have moments of rest when it's time to enjoy quality family time. I want to be present. I don't want to be feeling overwhelmed with the space that I'm in.
Yeah, definitely when we have gone camping. So when we go camping, it's tent camping, but it's once we get our stuff in the tents, it's like, okay, zip your backpack up, put it over there. Like it's easier than things just kind of all over the place. In a smaller space, you actually have to be more on top of it.
Yep, you do.
So writing down what you will gain by simplifying your house
Mm-hmm.
is one of the most important things on this specific topic.
Mm-hmm.
Because then when you're like, I don't think I can do this anymore, like, you know, you have the closet emptied out, everything is, and you have that it gets worse before it gets better type feeling.
Right.
Then you can go back and look at, why am I doing this again?
Yeah.
Why did I ever start this? So for me, it was less stress, anxiety. I spend less time in the kitchen. I have saved more money and reached financial goals.
Right. And I don't know about you, but when I am overwhelmed with cleaning, especially when my kids were little and they couldn't really help with the cleaning at all because they were just too young.
Yeah.
That was not how I wanted to spend my time cleaning, but that's what I was doing constantly. And I was not a very fun mom. And I was tired. And so I said no to my kids a lot. And I'm loving the way life is now, being able to say yes to my kids, going and seeing things and doing things and being together with them. Because when they were younger, they would ask me, can you go to the park or whatever? And I was just too tired. I could barely even keep up on dishes.
Yeah.
So being able to be the kind of mom that I had wanted to be is definitely easier now with less things and less time cleaning.
Right, because before, for me, it would be, oh, well, we can't go to the park. We need to pick up our toys. We need to clean up after dinner. It was just more cleaning overall, and it was harder for everybody. Even when kids are really little, it's like, oh, can you put your toys away? It's overwhelming.
Yeah.
So I really wouldn't even ask all the time. I would like plow in and do it myself because I felt overwhelmed. And if I feel overwhelmed, a 5-year-old's going to feel overwhelmed.
Totally.
And so I would just, okay, I'm just going to model it. And then I realized they're not playing with half the stuff. They're dumping it out, walking to the next thing. We just have too much stuff to really enjoy it.
Yep.
Sometimes you can have too much of a good thing.
Right.
And so definitely involving them in all of this stuff at an early age was really helpful. And yeah, it takes more time. But in the end, they learn good skills. I learn good skills.
Yep.
And we just also are more aware of what we bring into the house because we know we're going to have to deal with it over and over and over. So if you need more help with this topic, we do have a downloadable PDF worksheet called Finding Your Why on our website, 123minimize.com, that will provide more guidance when you're finding your why.
Yeah.
This is a great time to mention our upcoming Spring Declutter event in April 2024. We will be holding a 4-week Facebook event that has been designed to help you reach your minimalist goals. We will provide you with all the tools and the structure that you need to be successful. You'll receive a 70-plus page workbook and be a part of a private Facebook group for connection and accountability. We'll also provide you with guidance through daily tasks, tips, prizes, and coaching. Registration is now open at our website, and we would love to have you join us.
And that's a wrap for today's episode about finding your why in minimalism. We hope you enjoyed this topic and found a few tips that might be helpful.
We want to extend a heartfelt thank you to our amazing listeners for tuning in. Your support and curiosity are what keeps us going. For more tools and resources to help you on your journey toward a simpler life, visit our website, www.123minimize.com. If you found today's episode valuable, don't forget to subscribe to this podcast so you never miss an opportunity to explore new ideas and perspectives. And if you're inclined, leave us a review, which helps to spread the word to others who might enjoy the journey too. As always, feel free to connect with us on Facebook or Instagram to share your thoughts, suggestions, or just to say hi. Until next time, stay motivated. Take care.